As you can see, I spent a lot of money. Yeah, so today I'm going to be showing you the other part of my England trip. And no, it's not the sightseeing, it's shirt shopping. Specifically classic football shirts. Me and Bobby did classic football shirts both in London and Manchester. And so I'll leave you with a montage of all the things that we did out there while shopping. And then we'll come back here and I'll show you all the things that I got and all the things that Bobby got. And real quick before we begin, if you are new around here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That way you don't miss out on future content, especially if you like football shirt content. We do giveaways for every 1,000 subscribers and the winner takes a free shirt home. Who doesn't like free stuff? I know you do, I know I do. So make sure you subscribe, that way you don't miss out on that kind of stuff. But all right, let's get to the video. All right, we're here in London, me and Bobby. We're about to go to classic football shirts. Do some shirt shopping. Hopefully find some cool stuff. And yeah, we got like a 30-minute walk though, so it's gonna be quite a trip. Ooh. So Newcastle, don't really care necessarily too much for it, but it has Solano on the back, Peruvian player. This one, 25, that's not too bad. I might hang on to this one, put in the arm, and keep looking. This would be the one, but I don't know if I want to drop that much right now. So what are you gonna do? You gonna get it? So the audio isn't working all that great here, but basically I'm trying to decide which one of these three I want to get. We have this Japan with Nakata on the back, we have this Barcelona with Rucom in the back, and then we have this Newcastle with Solano on the back. So I got a big decision to make, and you'll see later on which one I decided to get. But for now, let's continue. And so now we're done with the Classic Football Shirts London location, and so now we're just kind of walking around just checking out London here and there, but we're going to then get on a train, get over to Manchester, and check out the Classic Football Shirts location in Manchester. Hopefully we find some good stuff.
But of course, you gotta get a Dino.
Ooh, how much is that one?
175.
Dang it. Is this Argentina right here? It is Argentina right here.
I think that was a Zanetti.
Dang, that I think I have not that. I have that one actually, but that's with number 10.
Can't forget your Ronaldo's.
That's sick, yeah. Oh my gosh, you can't bring him anywhere. Look at him. Destruction everywhere he goes.
Everywhere I go. This whole
Look at
trip.
him. I bring him for one thing and look what he does.
Now I have to buy that Henry jersey.
The video is ruined. There we go.
And no, we don't like Mbappe. Oh, Beckham.
Oh, that's
175. Yeah.
That's from his last season.
PSG. Ooh, Neymar.
That's a nice one.
Oh, damn, $100 for this?
100 pounds. Get it right, dude. This one is absolutely unbelievable. But look at that price. 1986 to 88, Man City away. Look at that sponsor, Phillips. This is beautiful. But that's too much for me. I can't afford that. Here's another one from 87, 89. No sponsor, which is even nicer, but still, price is crazy. I cannot afford that. Not yet. I mean, I can, I just don't want to. This is pretty cool. I have the re-release of this one. It's nice to see the actual original one here. But, you know, still expensive shirt. This is a Yugoslavia with the World Cup details right there. This is actually stitched, so this is like legit right here. And not familiar with the player, but there's that. That one was kind of fresh, so maybe it was added on later on, but this is nice. I like this one a lot. Right, so here is my purchase. Here is Bobby's purchase. And now all that's left to do is go back to the Airbnb and show you what we got from both stores. All right, obviously you already know I'm already back home because you saw the intro. And I wasn't able to do it in Manchester because I got sick after the classic football shirt store in Manchester. And it would have been nice to do it then and there because then me and Bobby could have done it together. But I don't know, blame the travel, jet lag, sickness, whatever you want to call it. It got to me, so I just had no energy for it. But we're here now. Well, I'm here now. And I'll show you all the stuff that I got, and then afterwards I'll show you a little clip of what Bobby got. And yeah, let's begin. So as you saw earlier in the video, I was debating on which of 3 shirts I should get. And I ended up going with this one. You may have guessed it already. This is Newcastle's 2007. It says it right here. 2005-2007 home shirt. And obviously you already know I'm not a Newcastle fan or anything like that, but the reason why I got it is because it has Solano on the back. Solano is a Peruvian player. My dad is Peruvian, and anytime anyone leaves Peru to go to play in Europe, it's like a big thing for him. So this was kind of more for him that I got this, more than for myself. This was 124 pounds, or I guess 125 if you want to round up. So not the cheapest, but you know, we'll just leave it at that. But yeah, Newcastle 2005-2007 home kit with Solano on the back. And that was the only thing I got in the London store, at least on my part. But now onto the Manchester store, the first thing that I got was this Man City 2010-2011 home kit. When you look at the front, not in the greatest condition. There's some kind of discoloring here in the collar. I don't know if the camera will be able to even pick that up. That's how light it is. And then, you know, there's just like some stuff on the Umbro little badge right there. And then there's some like, you know, some like cracks and some stains in the front sponsor right there, but everything else looks pretty decent. What I really liked about this one is it had Micah Richards on the back. Micah Richards, he's not someone that I grew up loving or anything like that. He's just someone that I like now as a pundit. I don't know, he just makes me laugh. So when I saw this, I was like, it's Micah Richards, I'll get it. It wasn't the most expensive either. It was, well, I mean, it's still expensive, but you know, considering the price of all other things that they have at the store, this one seemed pretty, I guess, reasonable. This one was essentially 80 pounds, which again, not the most expensive, not the cheapest either, but it was within the budget, and I liked it. And I was in Manchester, getting a Man City jersey with Micah Richards on the back. I had to. I didn't have to, but I did it anyway. But yeah, still pretty stoked with this purchase. And it's a City jersey that I didn't have, so there you go. And then this one I also got in the Manchester store, which I was actually pretty stoked about. It is 1999-2000 England home shirt. And as you can see, there's a number on there, number 7, which means David Beckham. This one was also not the most expensive either, which I was kind of surprised. This one was 125 pounds. Can you see that over there? Let it focus, there we go. And yeah, obviously that's still a lot of money, right? But compared to all the other England stuff that they had there, like a lot of it was like 250 or more, especially with anything that was like in the 90s. So I thought this was pretty reasonable for what it was. And it probably is a little cheaper than the rest because this is a double XL, which honestly, it doesn't even look that huge. Like obviously it's gonna be like an oversized fit for me, but like it doesn't look huge. And there's no real big defects on it besides like there's like maybe like a stain that could almost look like a blood stain, you know, but you know, I won't say that, benefit the doubt. And you know, there are some like wash stains on the badge as well. But besides that, it's still in really good condition. And I really wanted to pick up an England shirt while I was in England, but everything was just so expensive, especially classic football shirts. So I was kind of content to just getting this one, even though it's nowhere near my size, but it was still decent price and it's Beckham, so I went for it. And now if I can draw your memory back to early in the video, again, where I was deciding which of the 3 shirts I should buy from the London store. Well, there was one shirt that I kept thinking about when I got back to London, and I was like, I should just go back and get it. And so I did. And the shirt that I went back to get was the Barcelona 2002-2003 home kit with Riquelme on the back. And I kept thinking about it because number one, it's Riquelme. I don't have any Riquelme shirts, and granted, like, he's the face of Boca Juniors, and that's like my rival team since I'm River Plate. But I loved him when he was in the national team, and I always thought he was a fantastic player. And so I just really wanted to have his jersey, and now I do. And here it is. This one, you know, not super expensive, not super cheap either. It probably could have been cheaper. This one was 150 pounds. So again, and keep in mind, pounds, 150 pounds, that's kind of closer to like $170. So I'm paying more than what it might seem, but you know, it was right there in front of me. You know, it's different when you're looking online at a picture versus when you see something right in front of you and you have that impulse of just getting it because it's right there in front of you, you know? So yeah, here it is in my collection now. So that's everything I got. Let me show you real quick all the things that Bobby got in a very short clip. Roll it. But yeah, and that's pretty much everything that we got from Classic Football Shirts. What do you guys think? Did we do good with our purchases? Let me know in the comments. And look, I know there's gonna be some people in the comments that are gonna be saying like, you could have gotten that way cheaper if you would have gone here, you would have gone there, or checked online. I know, I already know that. I know that Classic Football Shirts overprices everything, but that wasn't the point. The point is that here in America, we don't really have that kind of access to vintage shirts like that. This sport was never big, especially in the 90s. Like you don't get to find that kind of stuff here ever because there was never really a market for it. And so for me to go to Classic Football Shirts and seeing that all in front of me, like it's an experience for me. Like I've never seen that before. So, you know, that was the whole point of the video, was to just me go there and experience that much vintage and just shirts from all eras just right there in front of me. And that was a really cool feeling. And the best way I can compare it to, like, let's say you're a big NFL fan living in the UK. You probably don't have a whole lot of access to those jerseys, but then you come to the US and maybe you go to a vintage shop where you find a whole bunch of retro vintage or even current jerseys from the NFL. And you might think, whoa, that's amazing. But for me, I see that all the time, so I don't think anything of it. And that's kind of the same thing what's happening here with me in Classic Football Shirts. So hopefully that explains my point of view to why I was excited to do this Classic Football shirt shopping video. And if it doesn't, well, sucks to suck. But all right, everyone, that's gonna be pretty much it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a thumbs up down below. Again, don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. And if you haven't seen it yet, I did do a little vlog of me going to the Etihad Stadium in Manchester and watching a Man City game. I did buy some jerseys there as well. So if you want to see more football shirt content, go check out that video. I got a very, very, very special shirt from the club that they gave to me. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. And of course, there'll be more content coming out very soon. So stay tuned. Hope you have a great day, week, month, year, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care.